Hello world! I am Orlando Eastwood and this is my intro video for my channel. And I want to talk to you about several different things today. First off, I want to talk to you about Hell's Hinges and Nosferatu, which we got scanned back at the beginning of lockdown last year. The mastering for Hell's Hinges is pretty much done. However, with my computer dying and being on its last legs, I'm not going to be able to make the release date in time for March, which I had hoped for. So I don't have a new date penciled in yet. But when I do, I will let everybody know. In Nosferatu, the goal is to have it ready next year for its 100th anniversary. So the mastering is getting done on that, slowly but surely, given everything that's going on. However, I wanted to talk to you today about my web shop that I'm working on opening. I already have stuff up on my personal eBay, which I will be, fluctuating stuff back and forth between the web shop and eBay. Back in 2018, I decided to open my eBay page up, and I had the chance to buy a video store lot from a video store out in New York, I believe, who sold me their whole inventory of adult DVDs. And I think I got like 200 DVDs for like 50 cents a piece. So I went through and I've listed those on and off for the past year and a half. And, some of those were worth a real pretty penny. And I'm surprised how much of that stuff is sold. And, it really got me into thinking, how else could I especially make money, even right now with the lockdowns? Because it is tough out there for anybody who's trying to make a living. And this lockdown has just destroyed our ways of life. So I thought to myself, all right, let's buy wholesale lots of Blu-rays and let's try to flip them and make some money. So I've got stuff like here, The Avengers, Box Trolls, Fright Night, Frozen, and Thor Ragnarok. These are listed on the web shop. They're not on the eBay page. They are listed for $4 each, plus shipping and handling. And another thing I decided to do to really try to bring in customers was to buy imports. And getting imports in from Europe. Especially right now with the lockdowns. It's made shipping to and from real expensive. So I decided, if we're going to try to do this, they're not going to be cheap. They're not going to be able to go out the door for $4 a piece. Maybe if I was doing this prior to the lockdowns, I could sell them on the cheap, but now they've got to stay at the $15 price point as long as I can try to keep it at that price point. So this next batch that I'm about to show you is from Germany. And what I really love about getting titles from Germany is how Germany loves a lot of the independent stuff and a lot of the bizarre stuff to release over there in their country. Stuff from the studio like The Asylum. Titles like Age of Dinosaurs, which is Region B locked, has been inspected. But I think this one got a US release, if I'm not wrong. A double feature of Sherlock Holmes and the Land That Time Forgot, directed by C. Thomas Howell, who played Jim Halsey in the original Hitcher from the 1980s. I don't think these got a Blu-ray here in the States, so if you want them on high definition, I've got them here. Region free. Region free. And then this one that I'm about to show you has a few watchers on my eBay page. So it might go. So if anybody wants it, come get it. Because there's some people who are swimming around it. They're circling it. And it's the 2007 Mockbuster I Am Omega with Mark Dacascos, which was their cash-in on I Am Legend with Will Smith. Region free. It did have a US release by Echo Bridge, but it is out of print. Difference between the German Blu-ray and the Echo Bridge Blu-ray is that this one has the film presented in 5.1 DTS HD MA and has bonus features, which just the Echo Bridge version had just the movie with Haunting of Winchester House, I believe it is, was the other film on the disc. So those are 3 titles that are readily available. The one, Age of Dinosaurs, is region B locked, but the other 2 are region free. So there are those. We'll stick those over here. In the indie films, Germany loves to release indie films, and this one is going to have a weird title. It is region B locked. It is confirmed. Vince's American Hangover. Obviously, a local cash-in on the Hangover films, even with how the front is given the whole golden look to it and everything. Original title for this was Mancation, I believe. It was a weird one. Region B locked, as stated. And then Fatal Rescue, starring Steve Guttenberg. And this one is region free, if I remember correctly, but I believe it is 1080i, not 1080p, which I thought was kind of odd. And then the other one, the title is a local German title. The original title is Miss Nobody, but the German title, as you see here, is Bloody Secretary. Bloody Secretary stars Leslie Bibb, who was in Talladega Nights, as well as the Iron Man trilogy. It is region free, but I think it's 1080i as well. I could be wrong. Check the eBay listings. You can also check the website listings as well in the store. I do have all that information posted there, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. And then there's other things too, which I may consider if people ask. I'm probably going to try to get a few in as well with importing some German titles. There are a few unique ones that are out of print, either here in the United States or in Germany. This one is a German Blu-ray that is out of print. Costs a few dollars to get, so it wouldn't be a $15 price point item unless I got it for dirt cheap, which I don't think I can. I think the cheapest ones that I've been seeing on eBay right now are at floating at about the €10 range. And that is the original Concord Blu-ray release of American Psycho. Now, you may be wondering, what's special about this version of American Psycho? And it is that the film is presented open matte 16:9 from the film's 2.35 ratio, meaning you get to see more of the film on the top and bottom of the screen. And it makes for a really unique viewing experience. I've watched it several times. I know that here in the States it got a Blu-ray release, I want to say about 2 years ago now at this point. But it is something I could try to track down if anybody's looking for it. Now, this other one is out of print here in the United States, and it's out of print in a lot of other countries too. The German Blu-ray you can get, it's floating a little under the €10 range. So it wouldn't be another $15 price point unless I could get it for next to nothing, but unfortunately I can't. Red State from Kevin Smith. Now, I've tested my personal copy. It is reported region B on some of these sites that it was locked, but it loaded right up on my US PlayStation 4. And I've tried it on my region free player as well. So those copies are going for about $70 if you check out Amazon, the third-party sellers. It's crazy how much they want for the US copy of the film. But the German Blu-ray is region free. If you can live with getting the German version as opposed to paying $70 for the US version, go all in. Get it. I don't have a set price if I could get my hands on a few of them, but I'm sure we could make a deal. Now, I asked on the Facebook page, because I'm thinking about expanding what I was going to sell on the store. And I was thinking about selling more than just Blu-rays and DVDs. Now, somebody had asked, or said in a post, that they were wanting soundtracks. Soundtracks is a possibility. Could try to do soundtracks. I'd have to look and see what the prices are and set a regular price standard for that. But, I could probably get that going for about $4 a pop as well, depending on if I can get them real cheap. And the other one is what you see right here, celluloid. Now, again, these are my personal celluloid pieces, so they're not for sale. The Snipes, I might sell. in the future. Might. But this is not going to be cheap. There's 2 snipes right here. There's a feature presentation snipe and a now playing at this theater snipe from like the 70s. This one's from the 90s. The feature presentation one's from the 90s, but the other snipe is from the 70s. There's about $25 just right here for this little piece of film. So if I can get a full reel put together and then get it digitized, I might consider selling it off, but it's not going to be cheap. The cheapest thing about film is the 35 millimeter trailers. I might consider selling trailers, but the personal ones I have, like this one right here, no. This one is a German trailer for the John Woo film Red Cliff. And then this right here is a film print for the studio. It's an 8mm print. And it is of the 1925 film The Midnight Girl with Bela Lugosi. I'm hoping to get this one scanned in the near future. Get a Blu-ray release going for it. And then the other thing, too, is lately, since I've been dealing with the lockdowns and everything going on, is painting. So you see right here, this Mandalorian, the child piece. I might paint him and sell him and try to get a few dollars out of painting this little guy. And I've been looking around at some of these other web stores and stuff like Alibaba and AliExpress and Wish. The authenticity about some of these is questionable, but I'm thinking about possibly buying a few figures from there and custom painting them. So I think those would probably go on the eBay shop as opposed to the actual web store. Just for a little fun, if you want something that's custom painted on there, go all in on it and, paint a Yoda a weird, freaky, psychedelic color or something like that, or psychedelic design. It's getting late and I'm really tired since I decided, let's make this before it gets, too tiring. But yeah, that's a rundown on everything that's going on. And I'm opening to, I'm open to all ideas for, making this whole operation go smoothly. I can't wait to get a customer base in, and yeah. All right, everyone, I'm Orlando Eastwood. You all take it easy. Have a good night. Cheers.